ESL and blessings. Happy Celtic New Year, happy Diwali, happy Season of Light, whatever you celebrate in this turning of the wheel. So this is your November energy forecast with Avine and the Angels. Thank you so much for being here. The strongest theme I feel for November, December is permanent change. We are having big changes now. And in recent videos I spoke about the soul contracts that we were changing, or that we could change if we wanted to using our free will. We're actually going to be living out and embodying that script change in November. So these changes are real and they're really happening, and it's up to us to now put one foot in front of the other and actually start down that road of these changes. So recently, you might have found in October, there was just too much noise. There was a lot of agenda pushing, is the way I would call it. So there was a lot of political and also spiritual agendas being pushed all the time. And we see this in America with the election. We've also seen this in the spiritual community with a lot of doom and gloom forecasts and prophecies and things like that. I didn't translate it like that. I feel like, yes, we are definitely the phoenix from the flames. I mean, it's been a very interesting few years, all right, but I feel it's more of that change agent energy and changing of the guards, and the gatekeepers, the old gatekeepers, have either died off or have left, and there's a new script, there's a new frequency that's taking us into the 5D. So have compassion for people who are really confused and wondering what's going on from the 3D perspective, because truly we're blessed to have access to this information and to understand why we feel strange and why things have been kind of unusual or unfamiliar. So I wrote down a few notes here for November. So I have November surprise because I really feel that there's going to be unexpected events, unexpected information, and unexpected people showing up in your life, whether that be someone from the past resurfacing, but more likely it's going to be connecting with your soul tribe and your community, or it might even just be one person that maybe a new person comes into your job and you just click and there's a sense of, oh yeah, we know each other, and this is a soulful connection being revisited in this incarnation. So body buzzing, it's like this, like a buzzing in your cells. It's like your cells are dancing. It's like it's a recycling and it's a releasing of trauma, and it's the body leaving the old 3D carbon denser field, moving into the more crystalline, softer energy. So I've had these body buzzing experiences since childhood, but those of you who've been activated and woken up more recently probably have wondered why all of a sudden you have this kind of from head to toe, you know, or sometimes you'll feel it really strong in your feet, or you might feel it really strong in your head. And it's also that the energy portals or openings are receiving more 5D frequencies, and this in turn can feel like you can feel the energy pouring in and activating everything. Now, for some people, there's been a lot of voice, throat, truth experiences. So if you've had recurring sore throats that you just couldn't get rid of, or like your voice has been like, even, you know, I've noticed I have a lot of raspiness, but then when you're teaching and you're using your voice a lot, that's quite common as well. But the throat chakra, that portal, anything to do with the neck area, is about truth and communication and articulation. So if you have recurring throat issues and your doctor's like, there's nothing else going on, it's just you seem to be prone to this right now, it can be a spiritual ascension symptom where you are really being challenged with expressing yourself, or perhaps there's something you need to get off your chest. That can be chest infections as well. But it's also a widening and expansion of the throat. So I spoke about, since August, September, October, especially September and October, we've had an expansion of the heart chakra. Now it's moving up, it's going into the throat area. So that's quite common at this time as well. You'll find that as you speak your truth and as you express yourself, even if it's not going to resolve anything, that in itself, by just articulation and by being creative with that it sometimes can be enough to shift any discomfort there. So just to be aware of that. Lots of activations in November. That will continue right the way through into the end of January. Like the energies from a higher viewpoint, like the earth is really like, I keep getting this image from the angels of the earth spasming. It's like she is it's like the womb is spasming, you know, trying to get this new baby out. And when the earth is expanding in these 5D frequencies, it can really impact us, and it can really make us feel like we're part of the earth, right? So we're actually intrinsically going through that with her, with Gaia. So just to be aware of that as well. Expect new information, heightened emotions, allow and love whatever comes up. So there will be emotions coming up, there will be intense feelings. Please allow those feelings. Please do not ignore them, do not restrict them. They need to breathe now. They need to come up and sing, I'm hearing. Like some of you, okay, I'm hearing some of you need to sing. So singing is really good for clearing the throat chakra, the angels are saying right now. So that's a message for someone who loves to sing. And it's not about what you sound like. It's about the creativity. It's about engaging in that creative energy of singing. And even if it's just something you do privately in your room with your headphones on, but it's about, I'm hearing, it's about getting the sounds out. It's about getting the tones to move through the body and out the chakras. All right. I have been big writing fun. Everybody needs to look for more fun, lighter ways to do things, easier ways to do things. You may find this month that you're able to find easier solutions to trickier problems. You might find a new route on the way to work that's half the time to get there. There's an energy of being efficient, being effective, but bringing some lightness into our chores and duties and responsibilities, and helping to elevate the energy of fun and joy and satisfaction in our work and in our daily lives. So, page turn there. We start the month with this very spicy, sassy Scorpio new moon. And I really feel like this sets the tone of November. It's emotional, it's watery, you know, it's but being Scorpio as well, it's got a lot of sass, it's got a lot of spiciness. There's a great fun energy to it as well. You know, I'm actually I'm running out the door to the National Concert Hall in Dublin City and going to see a Max Richter concert. So I highly recommend something that's actually a great example of what you can do in November. If you going to a live orchestra on the stage, it's so invigorating compared to sitting watching something on a flat screen. You know, it's to have all that energy and that musicianship and that artistry blow in your face. It's so energizing, and it's a great energy to bring into the winter as we start the winter here in this side of the world. So this Scorpio moon has a bit of spice in it. Now, to me, spice is good. It's not good or bad. It is what it is, right? When I say spicy, I mean you might end up having a conversation, or new information might be presented to you that you find unexpected and surprising, right? I told you at the start of the reading, there's a lot of surprise energy in November. And this new moon is ushering in a new vibration, a new frequency. So it's going to bring up maybe perhaps hot conversations, spicy conversations, difficult conversations. Perhaps there's something you need to get off your chest that you think is a challenge. You're afraid to say it. It's something that you feel embarrassed or uncomfortable. Maybe you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Maybe you're making a decision to do a complete change in your life, and you're concerned about how that's going to come across. Well, this new moon is here to assist you and to help you. It's going to give you courage. There's a lot of courage in November. Our courage is being elevated, and there's a lot of energy behind the releasing of these emotions. So there's great support here with the tone of this sassy Scorpio new moon as we start the month. And this, I'll probably do a part 2. But for now, I've got to go. I'm looking forward to my concert. I want to acknowledge my fabulous circle, members of light, circle of light. Well, they're called the members of the light, but it doesn't matter what we're called, because it's a wonderful group of people, and I want to get to know you guys more. So I've been doing, for members only, like astrological readings, like tarot readings. So like Aries, I have to put up Leo, I've done Aquarius. I'm going to say the names of the members. If you guys want to put underneath in the comments your star signs, and then I can actually do your readings first. Okay? So I know Hanuman, I think you like the Aries one, or you were Aquarius, I think. So anyway, I want to say thank you to Kirby, Portraits by Rose, Laura W, Rick Goodman, Michelle S, Dimitri, Marty, Vaman, Keanu XOXO, Coco Coyle, Judith C. Wick, Susan Janice, welcome, Mike Kieser, welcome, and Jewel Harris, welcome so much. So I think November it's action-packed, but I also think there's a brighter, lighter energy after perhaps September, October. I think that, and I feel that we can bring this courageous, sassy energy forward into the next few weeks, and we can accomplish great things. I do feel there's going to be a fire in us to get things done. So remember, just bring a lightness into your work and try to look for perhaps more efficient, quicker ways of doing things, so that you have more time for fun, frivolity, playfulness, pleasure. I feel like our souls are really crying out for more of that internal time, but also with people we love. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe for more. Take care. The light in me recognizes the light in you.